Yo, man, what it is and what it ain't, man. It's your boy BL Ratchet back again. We Are Florida podcast presented by Mix One Essentials, man. I'm in here today with special guests.
Abraham Felix.
Okay, how you doing today, my boy?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I'm taking it easy, man. That's it. How your day been today?
It's been hectic. I just been running around all day trying to get things in order, Can I cuss?
Yeah, you good.
All right, bet. Appreciate you. I
Okay.
appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. We've been in contact for a minute, so
Yes, sir.
most definitely. So I see you got this Make America Great hat on again,
Yeah.
man. So you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
I just think he's the best for the country. He's the best for the economy and the whole the betterment of America, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so why do you feel strongly about that though? Because to be walking around with America Great hat on right now in 2024 is like you gotta be with thick skin, because people gonna say stuff.
Yeah, I know. It gets people mad, but I don't understand why it would get people so angry about it. But it's just uh, they have animosity towards Trump. A lot of people, I think, are racist towards white people. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like Trump because he's white. They don't like Trump because he's a man or whatever. But I feel like it's a lot of um, animosity towards Christianity in general and people who believe in Jesus Christ. And because Trump is a self made billionaire, he doesn't need the same type of endorsements that these other politicians need from, like, the pharmaceutical company and the big tech company. He's self made and he just wants what's best for America. He's losing money in the election. He's not making money, so it doesn't make sense to for him to do it, to run and lose money if he was just out for himself like everyone says he is.
Okay. Have you been watching any of the the protests or any of the rallies or anything like that?
Oh, I watch every rally because I just watch it on YouTube. I watch every time I go on my phone
Mm-hmm.
and I look at the events and I'll see when the next event is, and I'll just tune in on the on YouTube
Okay.
because they have a YouTube channel for specific Trump events where they just cover all the events and stuff that he goes to, all his rallies and stuff. So I just tune in every time. I go on his website and you can see the events that he's going to in Michigan and all the key swing states. And basically, he just needs Pennsylvania to win. And I think it's going to be a landslide. He is up by like 20 points right now. And Kamala had a rally recently where someone yelled out Jesus was Lord, and she told them that you're at the wrong rally and basically kicked them out. After she did that, now she's losing bad in the polls. So I hope November comes and we'll see Trump win again.
Did you vote for him the first time?
I actually voted today. Oh, for the first time, I voted for him in 2016. I voted for him in 2020, and I just went today and voted for him again.
Okay.
Yeah, I was busy today. I was running around doing a bunch of stuff, getting ready to get here tonight and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me for real.
Most definitely. So, like, what do you think Trump's gonna change though? You know what I'm saying with this go round if he does win?
Well, I definitely think that we need more security on the border,
Mm-hmm.
and we do need to deport a lot of these immigrants that have been coming because they are emptying jails and emptying prisons and emptying mental asylums and sending them to America. They're also sending radical Islam terrorists to America from the Middle East, and the cartel is helping them do that. The Mexican cartels are basically in cahoots with Taliban and other terrorist organizations, helping them bring terrorists and, you know what I'm saying, Islamic radicals to Mexico, to the border. And basically that's why you see all these people getting murdered, these 12-year-old girls getting raped and murdered and stuff because we have an open border. So I definitely think Trump is going to help with that, close the border and deportation. I also think he will bring back the economy with his stance on energy. You know what I'm saying? Like fracking and stuff. I know that Kamala is against fracking and she wants to ban all that. She wants to make all the electric vehicles mandatory and she wants to get rid of all the gas powered vehicles, which that would destroy our economy because most of the cars will be shipped from China, built in Mexico, because they have opened up factories in Mexico to build cars, ship them into America, and charge us extra for the cars, for the parts to make the electric cars and stuff like that, because it's not the same as making like a regular gas powered car. It's more expensive to make an electric vehicle, and China has the resources to do it more than America. On top of that, China uses slave labor and child slave labor to make those vehicles. So what Trump wants to do is he wants them to build the factories in America and build the cars in America, which will create more jobs and boost the economy. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Why aren't you voting for Kamala?
Well, her father was a Marxist professor and she is a communist. She wants to basically make America a communist nation like Russia, like Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, and it's never worked. Communism has never worked, and I don't think it will ever work. I like the freedom that we have in America, and I know that the left and the Democrats are really big on censorship and censoring free speech, and that's never a good thing if you want to like censor what someone says or someone's right to voice their opinion. Also, she's big on uh, gun control and she wants to take guns away. So I'm big on the First and Second Amendment. So that's some of the reasons why I wouldn't vote for her. I'm just not big Democrat supporter. I've never been. I've always been Republican.
Okay. Is it because of your family made you a Republican or what?
Well, a lot of it has to do with my Christianity and
Mhm.
my religion and my faith in Jesus Christ. So a lot of the policies that Democrats support are not really, I would say, represent Christianity. I say that they represent the enemy as far as like LGBTQ and the transgender movement. I'm not like saying anything is wrong with that, but it's just not in the Bible. It's against that, and really, I'm really big on like my faith and stuff, cause like I don't know if you're religious or not, but I see a lot of prophecies coming true in the Bible from Revelations and stuff like that. And in like during the pandemic, I had like a real like basically like a awakening, like because like I was telling you earlier about like Diddy and stuff like that, like Hollywood and like all that stuff. Like I was trying to make it. I was chasing money and stuff, and I was chasing fame. I was trying to be a producer and all this stuff, and I just seen it going more and more towards Satan and the demonic, and I seen like they're just being more open with it in Hollywood. They're being more open with Satanism and worshiping Satan and rejecting Jesus Christ, and I just couldn't, you know what I'm saying, get into that industry where it's where you have to like basically reject your morals, you know what I'm saying, and like go against your principles. And I also seen when Diddy got arrested and all that stuff happening with Diddy, like they're being more open about it now, and you know that it's not like they're not doing it for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about Diddy getting arrested though? He probably been out here supporting Trump too though.
Nah, he was supporting Kamala.
Oh, for real?
He actually has a video. There's a video of him where he was like, "Yeah, white men like Trump need to be banished." And you know he was big in helping Obama get elected. There's a video of Diddy before when Obama was running for the first time, and Diddy said, "You want, you want to become the first black president? I got you." And then Obama became the black president, the first black president in that election.
Mm.
You could look it up. I seen it.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. But man, the election is on the way. You feel me? It's coming up. I mean, a lot of us probably, haven't voted for the first time, or some people are just voting for their first time. How important is it to vote?
Well, I mean, everyone has their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't vote because they don't think it matters. Some people don't vote because they think it's rigged anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they think, oh, it don't matter who I vote for because they already got it picked out. You know, they
Hmm.
already got who they want. They just giving us like a facade. You know what I'm saying? They just putting this illusion in front of us that we can vote. But I think it. I honestly, I think America is the last country or one of the last countries where you could vote and it actually matters because a lot of these countries, I'm from Pakistan originally, and over there you could vote, but at the end of the day they could put anyone in. And that's the same thing that happened with Kamala. They just put her in. Nobody voted for her in the primaries. You know what I'm saying? Like before, everyone was going for Biden, and then they just kicked Biden out and put Kamala in there in the last minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's like corruption right there. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel like that was all planned?
I feel like, all right, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like Trump had the debate with Biden, right, and beat him bad. So they had to take Biden out. They put Kamala in. They put Kamala. I mean, they had to take Biden out, but they wanted to try to kill Trump. So they did that assassination attempt in Butler. And when they realized that they didn't kill him or it missed, they took Biden out and then they put Kamala in. So I feel like it was a plan to kill Trump from them because Iran and the Biden campaign were sharing information. So I'm just thinking like it makes sense that they might have been trying to assassinate him, but they weren't able to, so they had to do something quick and take Biden out and put Kamala in just to try to win, to have any chance of, you know what I'm saying, trying to win.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. He didn't try. He didn't got a couple attempts on his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that though? That people are out here trying to assassinate him, and then he got to be in the office for 4 years. Who say they ain't gonna try again?
Well, my dad says if you fail once, you always try again. You always try again, and they definitely are probably gonna keep trying again. Once if he wins the election, then I don't know what they could do. I don't know if it matters if they kill him or not because he's already the president. Whatever he wanted to do, he could do it already.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it's just Trump derangement syndrome is TDS, and everyone just hates Trump, or they hate Christianity, or they hate America. You know what I'm saying? They want to get rid of America. Another thing is about the assassination attempts. They just gotta get better like security and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get better with the Secret
Secret
Service.
Service,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I said, I feel like that assassination attempt with in Butler, that was definitely something was planned because they just left that rooftop open. Like,
Yeah, nobody was there.
yeah,
That's why
and
a lot of people thought it was fake, bro.
and even the second one that was at his house, right? That dude was just sitting in the bushes. Like, how did he know he was gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? It's just fishy.
Hmm. It's definitely fishy, definitely fishy. So, man, let's talk a little bit about you, bro. Where you from?
I'm from. I was born in Pakistan, and I came to America when I was 1 years old. I was living in New York for a little bit, and then I moved to Port Richey, Florida, when I was 6 years old, and I lived there my whole life in Port Richey,
Okay.
and I've just been there trying to learn. I've been learning how to. I got my bachelor's degree at Full Sail University for audio production, and then I just got my real estate license because I had some ideas, some investment ideas I wanted to do. So basically, I got a house right now that I'm living in, and I'm gonna basically put that up on the market, and it's me and my family's house. We're gonna put it up on the market and sell it, and then just gonna get a new construction built. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that new construction built, and you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put a bigger down payment on it, and then we basically pay it off for a few years and let it gain equity. And then once we have most of it paid off, we're just gonna refinance it. And when you refinance it, you get a bigger loan. And then what we do with that house was we put it on rent. We take the cash that we got from the refinance, put a down payment on another mortgage for another property so that we could put that one on rent. And then we have two properties rented out, and that's just easy cash flow.
Oh, okay, okay. So, how long you been doing the real estate thing?
I got my license in February. I just started. It's just I've always been like interested in it, but I never knew it was that easy to get it. It's really easy to get the license. So once I figured out how to get it, and it was actually easier to get it, I just tried to get on it. I literally graduated from Full Sail, and the next month got my real estate license. Like, just like it was like a last minute thing, and I
So,
just
how
started.
long did it take you to get your real estate license?
Well,
It's a class online, right?
yeah, it's a class online. You could do it. It could take like 2 weeks to a month. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mm-hmm.
could do it. You gotta get your fingerprints done, and you gotta get a background check, and then you take this class online, and then you gotta pass the test in the class, and then when you pass the test in the class, you take the state exam. So, I took the state exam, but when you take the state exam, you gotta pay $50 every time to take it. So if you fail it, you got to pay $50 to take it again. So what I did was I was studying, and I paid $50 to take it the first time just to see how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really like I tried on it, but I was just seeing like what it was like. So I took it the first time just like a trial test, and then the second time I crammed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I studied all night, and I was taking a bunch of practice tests, and then I just took it that second time, and I passed it. It was easy, really.
Okay, for sure. So, man, what's your take on abortions?
All right, abortion. All right, I'm gonna start by saying I'm not pro-choice or pro-life. I'm an abolitionist. So what we want to do is we believe that abortion should be abolished, just like how slavery was abolished. So what we do is we go out and we basically protest at Planned Parenthood and at the abortion clinics, and we try to spread information to, you know what I'm saying, women and to families. there is an organization called End Abortion Now, and what they do is they stand and they go out front of the Planned Parenthoods and they actually beg and plead with women who are going to get an abortion, and they'll say, "We'll provide you with anything you need, money, housing, rent. We'll pay for your rent. We'll even adopt your child. We'll give you anything you need. Just please don't murder your baby." But they still go and they still murder the baby. And we just want to end abortion because we believe that it's human sacrifice, child sacrifice, and it's just a big Christian thing. And there's a group on Instagram and on YouTube called Abolitionist Rising. You could find out more about like who we are and what we do if you go online and look up Abolitionist Rising. But basically, that's my stance on it. I don't think abortion should be. I don't think it should. It's basically like I don't think it's necessary at all. Period.
But what could you substitute for that? Because you know some women, they feel like they could do whatever they want to do with their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not their body though. If there's another body inside of their body, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing where they say it's my body, my choice. But what about the child's choice? Does the child have a choice or no?
But say if someone gets raped,
Mm-hmm. Why is rape wrong?
what you mean? Why is rape wrong?
What happens in rape?
Rape, a lot of things happen.
Yeah, but what's happening? Like, what's going on? Someone is using their body to take advantage of another person's body without their consent.
Mm-hmm.
Rape and abortion are wrong for the same reason. You're using your body to take advantage of another person's body without their consent.
You feel like rape and abortion is the same thing?
They're wrong for the same reason. It's not the same thing. It's they're wrong for the same reason. It's the same thing like someone's taking advantage of someone else's body without their consent. And on top of that, like people love to bring up rape, and there's a lot of things that I could say, but there's a lady, her name was Anna Ritchie. She wrote a book. It's called I Am the Exception. And she was 12 years old. Her mom and her stepdad was molesting her as a child, right? She was 12 years old and she got pregnant. The first time she went to her stepdad and told her, the guy that was molesting her, so he did something, I don't know what he did, but he got the baby out. He got the baby, like, killed it somehow. He kept molesting her, and at 13, she got pregnant again. And she went to her mom this time, and basically, long story short, she ended up giving birth, and they used the baby's DNA to get the rapist. So in our society, they tell you to basically get an abortion with, and it's like I lost my train of thought, man. Basically, they let the rapist go free, and they kill the child instead of punishing the rapist, they punish the child
I
because
get that. I get that. I
because the
understand
child,
that.
if let's just say she did have the child, and this lady, she wrote a book about it, she did have the child, and they used the DNA to catch the rapist. So if you abort the child, you get rid of the evidence of the rape.
Well, not necessarily because they can do, the rape kit and all the other things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So, but I understand what you're saying though.
And on top, and I just feel like the child didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why does the baby deserve to
Yeah,
die?
but some people don't even ready for a baby as well. Like
That's
I'm
true.
not, I'm not for it. I'm not against it. I don't really have no take on it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But some people not ready, bro.
Yeah, I understand that. And that's another thing. Like, people say they're not financially able to take care of a child. And
Some mentally though.
yeah, and the thing is, newborns never go into foster care. They get adopted like that because everyone that's on the waiting list to adopt, they all want a newborn baby. So there's 1 million abortions done every year, and every year on the adoption waiting list, there's 2 million families waiting to adopt. So there's more families that would be willing to take that baby instead of you killing it or you leaving it in a.
Yeah, but then there goes the thing where now that person is sitting across the whole other side of the world and they got a kid out here.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying it goes to back to where this person who had the kid is sitting all the way across the world and they have a kid out here. They're not even around their baby. Their baby went to the foster home or adoption,
Yeah.
up for adoption. So some people can't deal with that guilt. Why? Oh, I have a little child out here, and you sitting way across in this way across the world, getting raised by a new family.
But they deal with the guilt of killing it instead.
Some people can deal with that rather than having a kid that they are not taking care of out here.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
But you got to think though, like some people, if you got to think, some people don't want no responsibility, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Some people don't want no responsibility in life, but some people, if they know they have a responsibility and they just gave up on that responsibility, that will kill somebody more on them on the inside more than, you know what I'm saying, then they got to deal with that shit if they just get rid of the baby altogether.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a weird way of thinking about it though, because you could live with the guilt of basically murdering your baby, but not putting it up for adoption and taking care of it.
Yeah.
I guess people like if there's people, I mean I'm sure there are people that think like that, and that's just I don't know. I guess that's just how they think. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
because some people really, bro, nobody want to birth a kid that they can't take care of.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nobody want to birth a kid that they basically call it like damn near a guilt baby. You know what I'm saying? A guilt child or a guilt baby, a rape child, a rape baby, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that. But if they do got to do it, you get what I'm saying? They living in regret, they living in sorrow, they living in pain. And then if they go the route you talking about, giving up to adoption agency, cause they don't want the child, or whatever, right? Then they might really be sitting in sorrow. They might end up hurting themselves even more.
I understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If I don't know if you feel like killing your child is more better than giving it up for adoption, I don't know what to tell you. That's crazy, bro.
But what else could you do though?
Put it
I'm
up
saying for the women that says their body is their temple, their body is them.
I feel like, man, I feel like it's just a easy way out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take care of, because 1% of abortions in the United States, 1% are from rape. 1%. 98%.
I don't know about 1%.
Yeah, yes, sir. 1%.
I gotta look that number up.
1% of abortions in the United States are from rape, and 98% are just their choice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most are their choice. Most are their choice, but I don't know about the 1%. But I know most is a woman's choice because you know some women are having about 4-5 abortions a year.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, sir. And like I said, there is organizations, church organizations that go in front of Planned Parenthood and they say, "We'll take care of your baby. We'll adopt your baby. We'll give you anything you need: money, food, resources, a place to stay. We'll pay for your rent. We'll do anything. We'll even adopt your baby. Just please don't murder your baby. Don't get the abortion." And
but okay, say if you in front of one of those places, and I'm gonna give you two different scenarios. When the worker pulls up there and they see y'all outside protesting,
they they can't do nothing. We
What
have
do they say to y'all, the workers?
they're basically the same thing. You know, it's her body, it's her choice. It's not a baby. It's a clump of cells. The same thing they always say. They have escorts. Planned Parenthood has escorts that come out and escort the women in, so that we don't speak to them because
Okay.
they lose money. You know that Planned Parenthood, they don't only abort the babies, they harvest the babies' organs and sell them. They harvest the brain, the heart, the lungs, and
Yeah, but some people babies not developed all the way either though.
yeah, but they still do. And they do have escorts that come out and like escort the women in so that they don't come in.
At some places.
Yeah, at most of the Planned Parenthoods, because a lot of a lot of protesters stand outside and they hold signs and they try to get the women to, you know what I'm saying, take resources and stuff like that, and they're losing money from people doing that. Planned Parenthood is.
Okay. So, but okay, from the basically the person who's going in their standpoint, that you're outside, you protesting, they're pulling up in their car.
They also have protesters that protest for abortion. So we'll be protesting against it, and they'll be protesting for it. And they have escorts that come, and you know what I'm saying, escort the women in. And sometimes we'll even be like pleading to the women, please don't murder your baby. And they'll be like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And they know that
Oh, and
it's
they'll
they,
be like,
y-
screw off. Da, 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 da,
yeah, they'll
this
be
is what
like,
I'm
we don't
gonna do.
care. Da, 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 da. I had 5
I had
abortions.
5 of
Yeah,
them. I don't give a
yeah,
damn.
you know, they be
Yeah.
going crazy with it.
Oh damn. So basically, I mean, what's the craziest thing you ever said? I mean, seen when you was trying to kind of stop somebody from going inside the building.
Well, I haven't done it personally. I've never done it, but I've been watching like other people do it, and like on YouTube and stuff like that. I want to do it, but it's just like I don't have, you know what I'm saying, a group of people that will
Yeah.
go with me. I'll be out there alone, and I need someone to hold the camera and stuff like that. But like
Oh, okay.
basically, you know, it's just people. Even like the craziest things that I've seen is people who claim to be Christian and still support it. You know what I'm saying? Like people who claim to be, because the Bible is against human sacrifice, child sacrifice, and murder, period. And they'll still try to find a way to justify it.
I could see. Yeah, I understand that. I could see people against abortion, but who's for abortion though?
I mean, everyone, the whole pro-choice movement. You ain't seen My Body, My Choice. All those people, like,
Yeah, but I don't think no. I don't think that they're basically see me from how I look at it. I don't think that they're saying that they're for it. That was like they're for abortion. I think they're just saying that
it should be available.
yeah, it should be
Yeah,
available. They don't give a fuck. Like like it's their choice. I
but
don't think nobody's like really for
yeah,
killing.
yeah. But then it comes to like, all right, can I kill my 2-year-old? No, I can't kill like a 2-year-old baby, but you could kill it while it's inside. What makes it? What gives it dignity? Like what gives the baby value? What gives it? You know what I'm saying? Respect from just coming outside of. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what's the respectable? Okay, if you know about the pregnancy process, what's the respectable time frame that a woman should be allowed to? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, me personally, I don't think it
At
should.
all.
Yeah, because
So once
life.
it happens, it happens.
Yeah, because life begins at conception.
So
If
no plan B's or nothing.
Plan B is abortion, Plan B is abortion, and then they have RU 486, which is abortion. Even birth control can sometimes be abortion because what it does is sometimes it will stop conception from happening.
Yeah.
But what it most of the time it does, it's like a 15% chance that it stops the conception. Plan B and like birth control, you know what I'm saying? But the the main most of the time what it does is it basically builds a wall around the uterus so the embryo can't implant and it basically starves the baby to death because it can't implant into the uterus and get the nutrients and stuff.
See,
That's
a
Plan
lot of
B.
people don't know that through with birth control though, people do get pregnant, but
Yeah,
the baby just dies.
yeah. And there's 6 states right now that allow late term abortions where during in late
What's a
term
late term?
late term will be 7, 8, 9 months in.
That's
and
ridiculous. Now
and
I ain't gonna lie, that's terrible.
yeah, and what they do, the procedure, they take a long needle with medicine, like with poison basically, and they shove it into, the stomach, and they inject the baby's heart or the baby's head. It takes 2 to 3 days. It's a 2 to 3 day procedure where they inject the baby with the poison, and it slowly stops the heart beating. But there's been incidents where they inject the baby and the baby will be born, and they won't do anything to resuscitate the baby back to life. The baby will just die, and it's already born. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's outside. You know what I'm saying? They could, you know what I'm saying, resuscitate it back to life, but they just let it die. And another thing with late term abortions is after like 24 weeks, the child is able to live outside of the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On like a respirator and stuff. So I feel like late term abortion shouldn't even be allowed, period, because the child is able to live outside the womb.
So, but what do you think about the thing with Trump in abortion?
What about the thing with Trump? Like, what thing?
I'm saying about his take.
Well, he believes in the exception of rape and incest and life of the mother. And I don't believe in the exception of rape and incest. And the life of the mother is never the abortion is never the medically necessary procedure if it's like a complication where the mother's life is in danger. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like if it's a late term complication, all they gotta do is remove the baby from the uterus or whatever. There's no reason to, you know what I'm saying, kill the baby then remove it. You just gotta remove it. On top of that, in a late term abortion, emergency C-section takes 1 hour, and late term abortion takes 2 to 3 days. So obviously, if you're trying to save the life of the mother, you want to do an emergency C-section over a late term abortion. And in the early term complications, it's usually an ectopic pregnancy where the the embryo is stuck in the fallopian tube. In those situations, all you do is remove the fallopian tube. Removing that, the baby will die naturally because it's outside of its environment, but you're not going in and killing it first. And people try to be like, oh, a miscarriage, you know what I'm saying, is the same as an abortion, but a miscarriage is removing a dead fetus. Abortion is killing the baby while it's still inside and then removing it.
So you against it all around?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's what I said though. Trump not against it all the way
Yeah,
around.
he's not against it. He's for the exception of rape and incest and
Mm.
life of the mother. But life of the mother is never a, you know what I'm saying? It's never uh it's not a problem because it's not, you don't need to perform an abortion to
Yeah,
save the mother's life.
but
But
incest is a
if
incest and rape though. That's one big thing though, bro.
I
That's two
would
big
be okay
things.
with it if it's just for incest and rape,
Mm-hmm.
then all right, I could accept it, you know what I'm saying? But people try to use incest and rape to justify all abortion. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're arguing for just incest and rape, say, okay, I'm arguing just for these two exceptions. But people bring up rape and they're trying to justify all abortions, period. You know what I'm saying? So they're using someone's basically horrible situation that happened to justify all the abortion.
Okay.
So I like it when they argue from what they believe. Don't just use rape to justify all abortion, argue from why you want all abortion legal, not just because of rape. Because if it's just because of rape and incest, all right, that's fine. We can make it illegal unless it's just for rape and incest.
For sure.
But they don't. They don't. They want it to be legal, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, all around.
For sure. Well, I definitely appreciate you for coming on the show today, man.
I appreciate you.
Is there any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, my homeboy just died, man. Shout out, long live my nigga Splash.
Okay.
Shout out to Ocean, Fly Guy Eastside, you know what I'm saying? You know Ocean?
Yeah, I know Ocean and
And
Fly Guy Eastside.
Yeah, and my homeboy, Noop. He make beats.
Yeah, I know Noop.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
Noop
appreciate
be up
you.
here with us.
I got this for you, bro, if you want.
Yeah, most
don't know.
definitely, man. Hey, make America great again, however it go.
Yes, sir.
Most
I
definitely,
appreciate
man,
you.
however it go. But listen, the election is coming up, man. You didn't voted for Trump. You got your vote in.
Yes, sir. And I want to say, vote for Trump, vote no on Amendment 4, and vote yes on Amendment 3.
I was just about to ask you that. What are you voting for Amendment 3, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
yes, sir.
Most definitely, man. We are Florida Podcast, tapping in and tapping out, man. Y'all go ahead and make America great again, but I ain't gonna lie, make the hood great again.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.